Tony, what's going on? Do you not like Marc Maron? Does he not like you? What was that? What was that all about?
Whoa, just dropping a big one there. I mean...
Is there a beef with you and Marc Maron?
I mean, I don't ever acknowledge these guys, these mentally ill people, when they, go online and start talking about me and my friends and calling us Nazis.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
Tony, you're funny enough. Why do you have to spit on trans people in the middle, middle of your act every show?
Is Marc Maron saying we're Nazis and stuff? Is that the thing?
I don't think it's us. I don't think Mark knows we're friends with Tony.
Sure.
Episode 900 of Legion of Skanks, featuring Tony Hinchcliffe, Sal Volcano, Dave Attell, and Joe DeRosa, plays like a courtroom trial presided over by juggalos who traded in Fago for podcast beef. The topic, the ongoing conflict between Tony Hinchcliffe and Marc Maron, with guest appearances from Anthony Jesselnik, Jazz, Jessel, or depending on who's drunk, Jazzercise. What follows is a dissection of the frail ecology of stand-up egos, podcasting rivalries, and the comedy equivalent of World War I trench warfare, accusations of being a hack. At the center of the beef is Maron allegedly calling Tony and his friends Nazis. This insult, according to the panel, is both outdated and lazy, akin to still describing Nickelback as the cultural apocalypse. Hinchcliffe and company diffuse it the only way comedians know how, by doubling down, joking that they are Nazis on the weekends or hilarious Nazis. The takeaway? If you're going to throw around Third Reich accusations in 2025, you'd better bring fresher material than "you guys are problematic."
Tony, what's going on? Do you not like Marc Maron? Does he not like you? What was that? What was that all about?
Whoa, just dropping a big one there. I mean...
Is there a beef with you and Marc Maron?
I mean, I don't ever acknowledge these guys, these mentally ill people, when they, go online and start talking about me and my friends and calling us Nazis.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
Tony, you're funny enough. Why do you have to spit on trans people in the middle of your act every show?
Is Marc Maron saying we're Nazis and stuff? Is that the thing?
I don't think it's us. I don't think Mark knows we're friends with Tony.
Sure, but I'm saying, is he saying people are Nazis?
Jay wants to make it about him.
Wait till he finds out you guys are at 900 episodes. He's going to do a new special.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not going to be happy about that.
No. So what's his beef with you?
I mean, look, man, the couple guys out of LA that now, are at the Comedy Store that have talked shit when they have, their once every 3 or 4 years special that they do when they come out like a groundhog and do something that people might see.
Ooh.
Their new thing is like
Suck on
talking.
that, Pauly Shore. I read between the lines. I read between the lines.
And
Maron, Jesselnik, they all are on multiple episodes of Kill Tony. They've always smiled right to my face.
Phonies.
They all fancy enough, coincidentally, never leave avails when they know I'm going to L.A.
Wow.
They're never around.
Wait, are they? Jesselnik also came at Kill Tony?
Yeah, Jesselnik. But
They've both done multiple appearances on Kill Tony, all pre-pandemic when we were in L.A. And when they want to push things, they
No, but I'm
talk
asking
shit.
more like...
Jesselnik fares no better in the discussion. The panel treats his critiques of crowd work like a vegan trying to convince juggalos that kale chips are food. Yes, Jesselnik makes compelling arguments, but when your whole shtick is elegant one-liners dropped once every 3 years in between checking your cheekbones in a mirror, you can't exactly sneer at people pumping out 2.5 hours of chaos every Monday night. Hinchcliffe even accuses Jesselnik and Maron of only popping out like groundhogs whenever they need to promote a special. If true, this makes their promotional cycle less like artistry and more like Punxsutawney Phil. If Jesselnik sees his shadow, it means 6 more months of nobody caring.
Did he recently say something about Kill Tony?
Yeah, I think Jesselnik's taking a bunch of shots, right?
When he had a special to promote. Now he's going to be gone for a few years. And, while I put out 2.5 hours of comedy content every week.
Wow.
And, I don't blame them. If the shoe was on the other foot, if I was them, I would I'd be mentally maybe I would do it too.
He did make a compelling argument. People kept saying to me, they go, look what Jesselnik's saying about crowd work. And I go, that is a compelling argument. Do I just suck?
No, not because of the crowd work.
Yeah, that's great. Your personality. The fact that you won't go to hang out with the fucking Caitlin Clark and her boyfriend for until 5 in the morning.
He had a special to promote, and he's ending his podcast, Maron.
Yeah.
he's ending it because literally no one's listening to it.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know if you look at the charts at all. No, it's a thing. No one listens to it.
I just don't get being worked up about the stuff ever to be like this, to go like publicly be like, this scene sucks. Like,
Yeah,
give
and
a
he
shit
also
about
calls
it.
everybody a hack, and then he talks about Trump for 3/4 of his special, calling him Bad Orange Man, and then talks about his sad cats like he has for 45 years. So
That's what
it.
bothers me the most.
The hypocrisy accusation is where the knives really come out. Hinchcliffe dubs himself the mayor of Hacktown, but insists Maron is the one who never pays rent there. After all, it takes real gall to call others hacks when your own special spends 45 minutes on Bad Orange Man and 15 on your cat's depression medication. By contrast, Tony and his crew argue that hacks are at least supposed to be prolific. You must earn your bones as a hack through relentless output, not annual therapy disguised as a Netflix hour.
As the mayor of Hacktown, which I call myself at home. Yeah. This loosely throwing the H word around, I don't like it. All right? You got to earn your bones as a hack. All right?
Too
Up,
willy-nilly.
Chuck. Get him up there. Let's see it.
I thought the person who handled it very well with Maron's, because he's going on kind of the tour of like everything in podcasting and comedy sucks. What's his name? Howie Mandel, of all people. I thought it was good. Because Howie Mandel was like, he's basically giving him like you're just old. And you're supposed to kind of feel this way, but like, everything's fine.
He went after Howie Mandel after that a little
No,
bit.
Did he really?
He did an interview after that, and they brought up the Mandel thing, and he kind of trashed Howie.
What happened with
Isn't-
Howie?
isn't
Can
it
you
a
show us
weird-
that?
Isn't it a weird position to be in? To be like, listen, man, I'm terrified of microscopic germs, and you're being a bit much. Hey, I just think you're making more of this than it really is.
I haven't shook a hand since St. Elsewhere season 1.
My only problem with it, and this is very sincere. My only problem with it is people can like what they like or hate what they hate. Sure. Comedy is fucking hard enough, man. And Austin is 95% struggling comics that are there to try to fulfill this insane thing that we're all trying to do.
Fucking
guys-
DeRosa's Carlton Banks not getting into a black sorority right now.
But you know what I mean? Like guys going out and shitting on Austin, and like, and it's this scene. It's like it's fucking hard enough, man. You know.
Shut up, Joe. You're not the mayor of Austin.
Dave Attell and Sal Vulcano play the peanut gallery philosophers here, sprinkling in surreal asides about Austin's cockroach population and New York's singing homeless people. The detour works because in their absurd logic lies the heart of the episode. Comedy is hard, stupid, and usually disgusting, so why waste energy pretending you're morally superior? Attell especially leans into the absurdity, turning the feud into a reminder that if Hitler had been better at crowd work, history might have gone very differently. A point the table handles with that exact mix of horror and laughter you only get from Skanks regulars.
Basements of the stand.
Wow.
I'm just saying, when you're 6 months into comedy, your parents are already calling you, going, "What the fuck are you doing with your life?" And now these Austin comics, their parents are going, "Are you a Nazi? What are you doing down there?" It's ridiculous. It's just crazy.
I mean, to be fair, I am a Nazi.
But he only visits. But he only comes in for a couple days a week.
I'm a Nazi on the weekends, okay? Relax. So he's calling you guys and Joe Rogan Nazis, right? Is that what's happening,
Yes,
essentially?
the 2 biggest, most watched podcasts.
Which
yes.
is such a fucking
Crazy.
hack
What
thing
a
at this
coincidence.
point.
Crazy.
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
to do.
like the whole Nazi thing, like, I just kind of feel like that's such a 2016 thing to be calling comics.
Yeah,
to have
dude.
another comic doing it, it's fucking whack.
You're 2000 and late with that.
There you go.
Today,
You're so
we,
2008. You're so 2000 and late
we
with that Nazi.
prefer to be called hilarious Nazis.
Thank you.
That's fair. I'll take Nazi as long
you
as you
go-
admit that we're pretty funny.
If you go,
Listen, guys, I think you're all hilarious, honestly.
I don't get to go. That guy's hilarious. I mean, for a Nazi, you think I wouldn't laugh, but the guy tickles me.
Also, Hitler was funny.
Is that a fact? I don't know if he was funny. I will say this:
His
the
actions.
guy was a fantastic painter.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that with no thing. He's a terrible person. I'm glad he died the way he died.
I hear
A
you.
coward's death. But the guy genuinely had painting talent.
I hear you.
And he could work a crowd. He
No
really was
shit.
good. I mean, Nuremberg, that was his Madison Square
Oh, my
Garden.
God.
Dude. Honestly.
Jay just stole Hitler's whole act. If you get the translations, Hitler's going, have you ever fucked a black guy?
No, dude.
Do you have pussy hair, yeah?
Hitler's got the energy of 2003 Mencia, dude.
Somebody show Maron.
But German do it like this. White kids get time out, and black kids get time out for moving that ass.
Somebody show Maron some Hitler clips. The next time he says crowd works hacky.
Yeah, Jesus.
But German kids get sent to the camps, am I right? Come on now.
Ultimately, what emerges in this episode is a kind of tribal anthropology of comedy. Austin is defended as a thriving ecosystem for struggling comics, even if its wildlife includes flying cockroaches. Jesselnik and Maron are painted as elder statesmen bitter that the new regime has memes, chaos, and Rogan. Tony positions himself as the overworked mayor of a city nobody respects, but everyone can't stop visiting. And the panel agrees. The comedy world's endless cycle of beefs is both tragic and hilarious, like a circus fire where the clowns still insist the tent is fine. In conclusion, episode 900 doesn't resolve the Maron-Hinchcliffe beef. It doesn't even try. Instead, it reframes the entire mess as proof that comedians are at their funniest, not when they write perfect material, but when they're cornered, bitter, and willing to say anything to win the world's dumbest culture war, podcasting. The verdict of Juggalo justice? Nobody's innocent, everyone's guilty, and the only thing hackier than Maron's sad cat material is pretending this fight won't keep happening forever.